Hey everyone, it's maakudesuyo, and welcome again to another episode of Slog Story Vlogs. Yesterday we talked about Shazam. Now I also told you guys that it's not just films that I will be reviewing, I'll be reviewing any type of story. And I like anime, and guess what I have been so excited to see recently, which is the One Punch Man second season. First episode of the second season has already aired. I watched it and overall I thought it was awesome. Well worth the wait. Now the first season was only 12 episodes long. I don't know how long this one is. Now I'm assuming you're watching this because you've already seen One Punch Man season 1. If you haven't, it's actually available on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, well, the internet is wide open for you, isn't it? For all those free streaming services. Now if you haven't seen One Punch Man at all and somehow wound up on this video, let me give you a brief synopsis. One Punch Man is basically about this superhero named Saitama. He lives in a world where superheroes are absolutely normal and they are part of some association, the Hero Association, and they are actually licensed to be heroes and they're ranked and all that stuff. And actually they don't know this, but Saitama is one of the strongest. Actually, well, basically if you read this and watch this, you're gonna realize he's the strongest person in the world. And basically he's called One Punch Man because he can defeat any opponent with only one punch, and that's gotten him very bored. But he decided anyways to become a hero, and one of his taglines is, "I'm just a hero who does this for fun," something like that. This is an extremely popular series. The reason for that is that it's extremely funny. At least I find it very funny. But I recently have met some people who thought, I don't know, it's kind of weird, like I don't get it, I don't know why it's so popular. But that's because they don't really watch anime in general. I think my lip is bleeding. I think for people who are not too much into anime, they'll find this kind of strange. And that's because it actually, One Punch Man is essentially a parody of action type and shonen type anime, particularly the ones that are focused in having superpowers. How does the author make it extremely funny? Well, he does it by using contrasts. I think that's where the comedy lies in this work. For example, if you look at the animation of One Punch Man, everything is amazing. Animation is crisp and very modern, and the cyborgs, just like Genos and other robots, they're like super shiny. It's like you really feel their metallic features, and it's highly detailed. And then the music, the background music is so intense that you're really into the fight scenes. So the fight scenes are done in a way that they're really gripping, and basically they're really well done fight scenes. But what happens is it'll cut to Saitama, whose animation actually looks different. It's as if he came from like a kid's anime or like a kid's cartoon and was slapped onto this anime. And that's where the comedy, that's one of the sources of laughter, is the fact that everyone else looks so intense, but Saitama just looks so aloof. Like the design of his eyes, how he's bald, and he just looks like he's so weak. But when he gets serious, the animation changes, and now he's intense. And using that contrast, it becomes extremely funny. So the really intense action scenes are very intense, and the comedic scenes are just really wacky. Now in season 2 episode 1, the cool thing is someone is introduced that is basically the complete opposite of what happens to Saitama. See, Saitama is seen by everyone around him to be, he looks like he's super weak, when in fact he's the strongest, except for the exception of a few people like his apprentice Genos, who absolutely believes he's the strongest person in the world. Now compared to this character that is introduced in the series. I don't really want to spoil it, but basically he is, but now I'm spoiling it now. He's introduced to be the strongest. Everyone knows him as the strongest, but then turns out something else. There's also the return of Sonic, not the Hedgehog, but it's translated as Sound of Speed Sonic. I don't know the exact Japanese word that they use, but I'm just gonna shorten it to Sonic. But it's that ninja dude. He comes back, he shows up again. I love the recurring characters. And then there's another character that's introduced near the end. So it looks like the world is just gonna keep getting bigger, and that's exciting. And it seems like Genos, the cyborg heartthrob, is still kicking a lot of booty, and so much to look forward to in this series. I have not read the manga. I don't intend to read the manga simply because I don't have a lot of time, and also I mostly watch anime in order to improve my listening skill in Japanese. That's just an excuse. I'm just lazy at reading. But overall, this episode was very fun. It didn't disappoint. Definitely go watch it, and I'll talk about the next episode when I go see it, when it's aired in the free streaming site that I'm gonna go look up. What else? Next up, I'm gonna be looking at some new anime of this season, first episode impressions, and I'm gonna let you guys know if it's something that you should watch, continue watching. Also, I'll let you know my opinion if I'll continue watching it. I don't know what else to talk about, but basically that's it for now. Go watch One Punch Man Season 1 if you haven't seen it yet. Alright, see you guys on the next one. Whee!